Hello guys, you're welcome again to my YouTube channel and How to Tech. In today's video, we'll be looking at this issue whereby you probably inherited a React project, or maybe it's a project built with Next.js, which is also a React framework. And then you're having an issue, right? You're trying to start the project because you want to see the websites on your browser, right? And when you do npm, probably it could even be a case whereby you cloned a repository into your local device, and then you want to start up the development server. But when you do npm start and you click enter, it goes as if it's going to start the project, and it gives you this error. It doesn't start up. So the error usually is, you first of all see it's starting development server, then it says error 0308010C, digital envelope routings unsupported. Then it gives node internal crypt hash, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Then at the end of it, you normally see error 0 OSSL env unsupported reason unsupported, library unsupported. So, and then you now see the node version you are running. Okay, so you might do a couple of things you might have seen online, like, okay, delete the node modules, reinstall it, delete the package.log.json, reinstall it, but none of those things are really gonna work, or at least in my case it didn't work. And note, I'm using a Windows PC for this. So if you're using a Linux computer or you're using a Mac computer and you're having the same issue, try this recommendation also and see if it's going to work for you. But if it doesn't work, let me know in the comment section. So I'm going to turn off my camera now so that I can focus on this tutorial with just my voiceover. Let's go. So the first thing you need to do is to find out what version of Node.js you are using on your system. So you come to your terminal, and before we go ahead, to be sure that the reason why you're having this issue is your Node.js version, make sure that you are exactly inside the project folder. Okay, if you're outside the project folder of your project, you might actually be having a different issue and think it's this same one. But me looking at this error message here should be able to show you what error exactly you're having. So I'll do node v. So you can see here it shows that I'm using Node version 20.3.1. all right, you can do Node version and it will give you the Node version you're using currently. So how you want to go ahead to solving this is that you want to install a stable version of Node, and maybe an older version of Node. Like this is like the latest version of Node as at the time I'm making this video. So Node 16 still remains the most stable version of Node.js as at this point in time. This is August the 5th 2023. all right, so Node 16 is the most stable one, so you might want to backtrack to Node 16, but you don't have to uninstall Node 20 before you can use Node 16. all right, so you can simply use nvm is Node version manager. You can use that, install it on your system. I'm using a Windows system again, but you can install it whether it's on a Mac or a Linux system. Then you install it, you use it to install a different version of Node, and then you switch to that Node.js version in your project terminal. all right, so that's what I've done here. Let me just show you. I opened the command prompt as an administrator. Okay, so I'll advise you to open command prompt. Just come over to your system here, search for cmd, and then you right click, and then you can run it as an administrator. When you do that, first of all, you can check whether you have nvm installed. So you say nvm do -v. You can see I have version 1.1.11 installed. all right, if you're using a Mac or you're using a Linux system, you most likely see the latest NVM version to be 0.39 point something. For NVM for Windows system, it's 1.1.11 as at this time. If you don't have NVM, you can just come over to your browser and you go open a new tab and search for NVM for Windows. Search for NVM for Windows. You go to the GitHub repository. Yeah, it should be somewhere here. So look at this link here, download now. You're going to see the exe file. You can see the exe file here, or the zip file. So just download this, install, and after installation, you come over to your command prompt, or even here on your terminal inside VS Studio Code, and do nvm v. You see the version 1.1 installed in your system. So you can go ahead and just install Node version 16. Just say nvm install 16. You don't need to put the whole 16 point something something, because once you stop at install 16, it's going to recognize it as the latest. You want the latest version of Node 16. If you do nvm install 20, it's going to install the latest version of Node version 20. So once you have done installing this Node version 16, I encourage that you restart your system. If not, you might have some errors. The terminal might not detect the changes that you've made. So once you've installed the Node version 16, you can do nvm lists. This will show you the list of Node that are installed on your computer currently. You can see I have 16.20.1 installed, and I have 20.3.1 installed, and it shows here accurately that I'm currently using Node versions 20, currently using it at 64-bit executable. So you can see this is very helpful. NVM lists or NVMLS will show you this. All right, so now I just want to tell my terminal, so you can choose which Node version you want to use. For my case, I want to switch to version 16, which I hope will be the solution to the problem. So I'm going to say nvm use 16, and I click enter. All right, now I have this notification here, okay, because I have already set up my system so that anything that is admin related, I have to enter a password or fingerprint. So I'm going to enter my fingerprint. It's asking me once more, so I'm going to show more choices. I can use fingerprint or PIN or password. I use my fingerprint, and now I have switched to a different Node version. All right, now you can see here is written now using Node 16.20.1. So all I have to do now is do my npm start, right? And I click enter. You're going to see that it's starting development server, and voila, my development server has started. You can see it's loading up. It's loading up. Just give it a second or two. So all right, now you can see that my project has started. All right, so if you ever have these kind of issues, please make sure you follow the steps I've given you in this video. And if you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section how helpful it was to you. This encourages me to make more video, and also it helps YouTube to know that it has to share this video to more people. So please hit that subscribe button, and if you want a website, you can check the description panel. I've added the link to this website, so where you can contact us to create a website, a beautiful website for your company or for your startup or your business. All right, so I think this is it for now. If you have any other thoughts on this, if you have any contributions to make to this, please let me know. I'll be very, very glad to hear from you. My name is Anatotech. Endeavor to follow me at Anatotech on Instagram and also on other social media channels, especially Twitter. Subscribe, please subscribe, like, and drop a comment. If you want to get me a coffee, there is a link to do that also. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Salute.